Hello, and thank you for watching this November 28th weather update, brought to you by Agrible, the makers of Morning Farm Report. My name is Eric Snodgrass, and I'm a senior atmospheric scientist and co-founder of Agrible. Well, before I dig into this week's forecast, let's just take a few moments to remember where we've been in terms of weather recently. Here's the most recent U.S. Drought Monitor map. Drought conditions have expanded in the western Great Plains as well as the southeast. And as we have discussed, some regions in the southeast have gone more than 45 days without rain, and the wildfires in this area have been very difficult to contain. Adding to the dry weather has been the anomalously warm weather conditions brought by the repeated development of a large ridge in the jet stream in the central United States for most of October through the first 3 weeks of November. Well, things finally broke down with the big weather system that hit the northern plains about 10 days ago, but it wasn't enough to offset the overall warmth of November. The map you've been looking at here shows the temperature anomalies, which are differences from normal, from November 1st through the 25th, and some locations in the northern plains have been more than 12 degrees above average for this time period. Well, this is where the excitement comes in my forecast. On Sunday, a deep trough in the jet stream pushed into the Great Plains, and with it came the development of a large low-pressure system. We must watch for patterns like this all winter as troughs in the jet stream spawn winter storms right here due to strong upper-level divergence, which creates a surface low-pressure system. This animation shows the position of the jet stream on Monday of this week, and that low will go a long way to help the drought-stricken southeast, as you're going to see in just a few moments. So let's see what the forecast holds for the first few days of this week. This is the forecast produced by the NAM model, which stands for North American Mesoscale Model, and shows precipitation type, intensity, as well as surface air pressure. The deep low pressure system, which we saw forming in the jet stream on the previous slide, well, it will move toward the Great Lakes as the basin of that upper level trough swings through the central United States. Along the upper level front draped to the south of this system, we will see repeated chances of precipitation as the moisture-rich air from the Gulf of Mexico is forced to rise over this front. Now, much farther to the north, heavy snow is expected on the northwest side of the low-pressure center. A good rule of thumb, if you're forecasting heavy snow, is to know that the heaviest snow bands often fall about 150 to 300 miles to the northwest of the low-pressure center. For this system, that will put a lot of snow on the ground throughout the Dakotas. In fact, here are the model's projected snowfall totals for this system for the beginning of this week. While the model is of course not perfect in predicting the exact amount of snow, we can use graphics like this to narrow down regions that will likely see the heaviest snow bands. It is possible, given how much moisture this system has to work with, that parts of North Dakota could see maybe a foot of snow through the middle of this week. Now, the most important thing, though, about this low-pressure system is that it is large enough to finally push enough moisture into the southeastern part of the United States. This map shows the total accumulated rainfall through next Sunday morning, as forecast by the GFS model. If this forecast holds true, there will be significant drought relief in the southeast, something that this region is desperate for. Just to prove that point, this picture was taken last week over Lake Purdy, which is near Birmingham, Alabama, and it shows you just how low the water levels are right now. If that precipitation comes through, we can expect that large area of drier land there to turn into a giant mud puddle, exactly what this region needs right now. Okay, let's look a little bit longer term. What I'm going to show you is the average surface air temperature anomaly, again that's differences from normal, of the forecast from the 21-member GFS ensemble. So basically we're looking at the results of combining 21 separate model runs to see how well they agree on the long-range forecast. For a few weeks now we've been discussing how we anticipate the pattern change coming in the jet stream for December. Well, here we go. First, these warm anomalies that you see here in the central United States are complements of this week's weather system. While they're warmer than average, the wind will not make this pleasant. What I want you to watch is the cold pool of air that gathers in Canada along the west coast and then spreads toward the southeast and spills into the central United States for the first half of December. This is the cold air we've been waiting on and forecasting for several weeks now. So, some cooler air is coming for the first half of December, and it will finally start to feel like winter time around here. With this change, we also expect the jet stream to be quite active, so expect repeated winter storm systems to continue to form along the troughs that develop across the western United States and spread east. Well, as always, we at Agrible will bring the latest and best weather forecast information through our morning farm report so that you can efficiently plan your operations. We thank you for your attention and hope you look forward to our next weather video update. Thank you.